before today's video starts, please go down and subscribe. Alright guys, so in the last video, as you saw, we got the oil pressure in the motor. Now since then, we had a catastrophic failure. I had 6 lifters die inside this motor. That one's gone, that one's gone, that one's gone, gone, and there's a piece out. And then over here, they're all fine. And cam's good too. They all just did not want to live in there anymore. Shit happens. You know, we get over it, we got back through it. We rebuilt this entire motor again, I'm talking. Now we have a Gen 4 assembly. So rotating assembly is all Gen 4. Crank, rod, piston went from a 24X to a 58X. We also now have 2 43 cylinder heads with my 660s. Same cams, sub at stage 4. And I use my milling oil pump, obviously, again, pick up tube, all that stuff. But we're all back together, as you can see. We're all back together. I'm ready to start it. Now the problem I'm having is, now that I have a 24X computer and this is a 58X motor, I have to either get it reflashed or switch the car over into a Holley. Now, I do not want to put the car on a Holley right now because it is $1,342 right now to pick up a Holley from Summit Racing. I can have it here in a couple of days. I can have it installed in a day and have it running on Holley with their little 3.5-inch screen, because I want to have the screen instead of, well, I don't know if I'll do the screen or the canvas, because I have my HP computer that I can run like dash off of and stuff, and I still have the tablet I can run off of, also the Holley dash. Yeah, but that's about the gist of this. I had a really bad catastrophic failure. It cost me a lot of money to get back to this point. We were back where you're, you know, we were ready to run, but we can't run because we don't have the file in the computer to run like this. Now, a lot of guys go and do the 58 to 24 Lingenfelter box and stuff like that. You can't do that with this because this is a 24 to 58, not a 58 to 24. Now, I've already done the cam sensor where you switch the left and right pin so you can switch them. And then it'll pick up, I think it changes 5 volts and a ground wire and such. So you can just put in another ECU with a 58 tune in it and it should start up with no problem. So that's what I'm hoping to do, because I really don't want to have to put out the extra $1,342, literally $1,350 basically, to put this car on a Holley right now. It is just out of the budget with me having to rebuild the motor again after, I don't know, a week or so. Now, I did get a hell of a deal. Not even a deal, I got a gift. This short block, I got a whole short block, a Gen 4 short block sitting back there on the engine stand from a good friend of mine. His son watches the videos and all that stuff. I cannot thank them enough for this. He even gave me a set of heads. I can't thank them enough for this. I had Shoemaker's Machine Shop machine them and had them all decked and all checked and all that stuff. Everything is good. Like, the motor is at its, I would say it's best it's ever been in my, I don't know, in my care, I guess you could say. But I'm ready. I want it to run, but man, I don't want to just shell out the old, you know, $1,350 just to put that thing on a Holley. It's just a lot for me right now. I'll try. I will try, but it might take me a little time. I just wanted to give you guys kind of like an update video on the car and tell you, you know, what's going on, what happened. And I know it's been like 2 weeks and I hate not putting out a video at least once a week to show you guys progress and whatnots. Now, if I can get this car run back on stock computer, get another computer, I can run, you know, a couple of vacuum lines and run a manual boost controller. And that be it for a little while. It can, you know, run and drive on that for a little while. Now, if I put the car on a Holley, obviously it has everything. It has boost control and all that shit built in. But again, it's just a lot to take on right now with what is going on and what has already been done. A lot has been shelled out, especially within a 2-week period of rebuilding this damn thing twice. So we'll see what happens. But I cannot thank, you know, the guys for giving me that whole short block and a set of heads. Basically a long block without some intake manifold and stuff like that. It did break a rocker as well, and it didn't bend any push rods, but it broke a rocker. It killed 6 lifters, and it knocked one of the valves up so high that it came, the retainer and the everything, the spring and everything is coming out of it. Well, so this one broke the rocker on that side, and guess when the lifter broke, it was right across the block from it. Yeah. And the lifter's still there. Once it broke the rocker, the painter, spring, everything was out of it. So it was sitting here idling. That's what happened. We were behind the car working on the truck. It was sitting here idling in the air. I was just getting it up to temp. And then it literally shut off on its own. And I thought it kicked the rod out of the side of it. Honestly, we were all looking at it. I was like, did it just chuck a rod? Because it made a really loud noise. And then died instantly. Tried to fire it up. Would not do a damn thing. Made a bunch of noise though. Dropped the pan. Bunch of metal in it. Must have been from all the lifters that had died. But now we will not have that problem again. We will not be taking this short block, long block apart again for a long time, especially if we put it on a Holley or just get another computer, and we'll see what we can do from there. But this is your update. I'm sorry it's been so long. I'm trying. It's been a hell of a week. It's been a hell of a 2 weeks, but we're back to where we need to be, and we'll see what is to come. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.